Friends, welcome to your total body workout. My name is Kelly, this is Leanne, this is Haven. We're your Faster Way Pro trainers, and let's get warmed up before we get into this workout. So first we're gonna start just by marching in place, meaning we're gonna bring one knee up at a time, trying to hit our hands, engaging our core as we are doing this. We have a total body workout for you today. We're gonna focus on our legs, our shoulders, and our chest. A few more here, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it to the back for some butt kicks. You should feel a stretch through your quads. That's the front of your leg as your hamstrings contract and bring those heels up towards your backside. Good. We're getting nice and warm for this awesome strength workout today. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna bring it down to the floor. So I'm going to stand my feet just outside of my hips. I'm gonna slide my hands down the front of my legs and walk out into a plank position. While I'm here in this plank position, I'm gonna do a few shoulder taps, meaning I will bring up one hand and tap my opposite shoulder. Nice and slow, nothing for speed here, just kind of getting our bearings in this plank position. Our abs are tight. Good, our core is working. 3, 2, 1. Now walk your hands, try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Walk your hands back and reach up. We're gonna do that again. While we're doing this, Leanne, tell us, what are you gonna be showing us today?
Yeah, I'll be showing modifications as well as some of the moves using our bands. So right now I am on my knees. You could also do this leaning against a counter, a chair, the wall as you work up to the full plank.
Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands back again. Try to keep your legs nice and straight, so you should feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Reach all the way up. We're gonna come down one last time for those shoulder taps, and this time go a little faster with them. Good. So you are picking up one hand and placing it on the opposite shoulder, keeping your back nice and flat. Hips are flat. 3, 2, 1. Good. Walk your hands back up and reach up towards the ceiling, and we're gonna do a Faster Way favorite and get our shoulders nice and warm. These arm circles, so small arm circles forward. Do not worry, I am not as good at these as Amanda, and I will not do them as long.
Thank goodness.
Yes, Haven, what do you have for us today?
Yeah, so I'm going to be following you. I also have a straight bar, so if you have a weighted straight bar at home, you're welcome to use that.
Awesome. Go ahead and make those circles a little bigger. Good. I know my shoulders are already feeling warm. And even bigger forward. Good. Really think about rounding that back as you bring your arms forward. Then we're gonna reverse directions in big arm circles to the back, opening your chest as your arms come back behind you. Want to warm up the shoulders and your chest for this workout. Now let's make those arm circles a little smaller, medium to the back. Good, and small. All right, take your arms just kind of in front of you. Shake them out and get ready for this workout. So again, we have total body, our legs, our shoulders, and our chest. We're gonna start off working our legs. We're gonna start with a goblet squat with a pulse. So I am picking up a 35-pound dumbbell. I'm holding it in a goblet hold, which means I'm holding it by one of the heads of the dumbbell. My palms are right under it to hold on to it. So I'm gonna squat nice and low. When I get there, come up just a little bit and back down before standing up. One thing we're not doing when we get down, we're not gonna bounce and then push up. It'll be a nice, slow and controlled move. Leanne.
So I've got all of our strength bands. I'm gonna bring it up into this goblet hold position, holding the handles, and I will be doing the same thing. I just won't be squatting quite as low. Again, a little bit of a modification into that goblet squat.
Awesome. Haven, what do you have over there?
I have a 40-pound dumbbell.
40-pound dumbbell. I have a 35. Leanne has all of the strength bands. We've got 10 reps of this. Hold on to your weight and let's go. All the way down, slightly up, and back up. Good. Down in the goblet squat. Slow and controlled pulse. And then all the way up, that's 3. Good. 4, we're focusing more on the front of our legs on this one. 5, halfway there. 6, you're doing great. 7, see if you can get as low as you can each time. 8, 2 more. Pulse. 9, last one. And 10. Good job. Shake your legs out if you need to. How you doing over there, Haven?
Good, good.
Good.
For me, for my depth, I like to try to get my elbows just inside my knees.
Yes.
This gives me a marker for each rep, making sure I
Absolutely.
hit that same range of motion.
I love that. It's always good to have something to measure what you're doing so that you can hit that target each time. Because they say if you don't aim at anything, you'll hit it every time. So I want to make sure we're aiming at something. Go ahead and pick up that weight. We've got this another time through and down. Pulse and up. Good. Each time you're going down, your chest is staying up. You've got that straight back. We should be able to see what's on your shirt. Good. 5, halfway there. 6, nice, slow and controlled in that pulse. 7, keep breathing. 8, 9, last one, down, pulse, down, and 10.
Woo!
Yikes.
That was incredible.
That'll get you. That'll get you warm. All right. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're inhaling. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. We're strength training, but our heart rate is up.
Yep.
I don't know. Is your guys' heart rate elevated?
Yep.
Check. It is. Let's get into our third and final set of these goblet squat with a pulse. And let's go. Down, pulse, and up. This whole motion is slow and controlled. You are in control of the weight that you are holding. You are in control of what you are doing right now. You've got this. 5, 6, you are here because you chose to be here, and you are here to get stronger. 8, and we are here to help you do that. 9, last one, and 10. Ay, ay, ay. Go ahead and get a drink of water. Very important to stay hydrated. Whew. So that move, we targeted our legs. We targeted the front of our legs, really. Now we're gonna move to the back of our legs, our hamstring. We've got a move called Good Morning. So I'm gonna take this 20-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna bring it to the back of my shoulders. And as it's here, my elbows are going to be flared out. I'm hinging from my hips with a flat back, forward, and then standing up. So my hips, my booty is going back with that slight bend in my knees. As I come back up, I'm not going down. My hips are going back. It's called a Good Morning. Leanne.
So first modification would be to just use my arm, put my hands behind my head. Elbows are way back as I do that hip hinge, keeping my legs almost straight with that little bend. But you can also add some resistance with our strength bands. So I'm just gonna place my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, bring them up behind my shoulders as I then hinge forward and then back up.
Perfect. Ooh, Haven, you have a bar.
I do. I have a 40-pound bar on the meaty part of my back.
I love it. So, dumbbell, bands, bar, whatever you have, we have an option for you. Go ahead and pick up that instrument, whichever it is, plant your feet. We have 12 good mornings, and let's go. Hinge and up. 1, 2, should feel this in the back of your legs. 4, 5. They call these good mornings because it might not feel like you're working hard right now, but in the morning, your hamstrings will let you know that you worked hard. Good. 11, last one, and 12. Good job. Go ahead and set that weight down or continue to hold the bar. I'm actually gonna put that 20 down and grab this 35. That was a little.
Real quick too, Kelly. I think I realized that some people may not have some flexibility
Yep.
to hold that dumbbell behind them. You can always cradle it in front of you and
Absolutely.
still get that good stretch and tension in your hamstrings.
Absolutely. So we have, like we said before, all of the options for you. All right, we have 12 and let's go. 1, standing all the way up. 2, booty goes back as you come up. 4, 5, really targeting our hamstrings, the backs of our legs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, and 12.
Yeah, these sneak up on you for sure.
Yes.
I always feel these about
Absolutely.
2 days after the fact.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
So not only in the move are you going down, and then I like in my head always say, good morning, Rebecca, good morning. But you'll also feel those muscles more in the morning than you do right now. Or the next morning.
I think this is a great exercise
Yeah.
to video yourself
Yes.
doing. In fact, we highly encourage you to get out your phone, video yourselves doing these moves very often just to check in on your form.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because even us, as pro trainers, we can think we look one way, and then we look at a video, and it's different than what we think in our head. All right, last set of these, and let's begin. Hinge and up. 1, 2, good. 3, standing all the way up at the top. 4, 5, slight bend in your knees. 6, back is flat. 7, hamstrings are working. 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 11, last one, and 12. Woo-hoo-hoo. Again, it doesn't seem like a big move. It's not this explosive move, but it is working those muscles for sure. So we worked the front of our legs, worked the back of our legs. Now we're gonna focus on our chest. And we've got a classic chest press. I'm gonna be here at the bench, have my dumbbells in my hand. I will sit back and I will press these weights up and then coming back down. With my elbows, they're a little tucked in. They're not flaring out to the side, a little tucked in as those weights go up and come back down. Leanne, how does this look without a bench?
You can totally do this on the ground, but just want to make sure when I'm coming down that I'm not resting my arms. I want to keep just that tension. This is kind of just the gauge as to where I stop, and then back up over my chest.
Perfect. It's just kind of a reminder like, hey, press
there
back
I
up. Good. Haven, how are you looking over there?
Good, I've got some 30s.
30s. She's so strong.
So strong.
I have 25s, and I'm just praying that I'll make it through
You got
these.
this.
So with weights, if they're a little heavier, you can place them on your knee and then use your leg to kind of help pop those weights up as you go back for this move. We've got 10 reps, and let's go. 1, good, pressing. 2, 3, 4, feel that stretch as the elbows come down, and then pressing up. 6, 7, 8, remembering to breathe. 9, and 10. Good. I like to kind of bring my weights together and then sit up. It's really important not to let them drop out of your hands or behind you as you're on the bench. You want to be safe with your weights, especially as you start lifting heavy like Haven over there.
Yeah, another way I get into it too, Kelly, is I put them on the top of my hips.
Yeah.
And I just kind of like allow myself to roll back with
There
them
you
on
go.
my hips. And it sets me up right away
Yeah.
for the perfect form.
Absolutely.
So either way, though, helps you get safely into the move.
Yes, we want you to get safely in and out of the moves and be safe while you're in them. So that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into our second set of 10. And let's go. 1, 2, think about your chest muscles as you are pressing those weights up and over your eyes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, and 10. Oof. How's it doing with the floor, Leanne?
Floor's great.
Great.
Nice and stable.
Yes, yes. And if you're used to doing them on the floor and maybe you've just gotten a bench, don't be afraid when you feel that stretch because the floor isn't there to stop your elbows. That's totally fine. You want to feel that stretch before you push those weights up. So don't run from that. Don't run from that challenge. Embrace it. It's all about building strength. That's what we're here to do, and that's what you are doing by being here and doing the strength workout with us. So let's get into our third and final set of the chest press.
Kelly, one more pro tip as we set up here. Squeeze your glutes. You'll find that helps you with that press.
All right, and 1. Glutes are squeezed. Thanks, Haven.
No problem.
2. 3. It's always good to have tips for people who know what they're talking about. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one, and 10. Ooh, wow. I did it. Thanks, Leanne. I did it. Oh man, having a community that encourages you, challenges you, teaches you, lifts you up is priceless. Absolutely priceless. Let's get a drink before we move into this next chest move. All right. This next move, I'm gonna stand with my legs staggered. I will hold light weights, I have 10s down there, I'll probably use those. Arms are back down here, I'm holding weights, and we're gonna bring those weights up to the front. So we're using our chest, using kind of the top of our chest to pull those weights up. If you've been to the gym and used a cable machine, that's what we're mimicking, having a weight behind us that we're pulling up towards the front. And a low to high pec fly. Leanne.
So I've got our strength bands, and I'll be doing that same exact thing. I've got my foot back for extra stability, and then I'll be doing low, and then all the way up to the high.
Perfect.
Nice.
How are you doing, Haven?
10s for me as well.
10s for you. Okay. Well, she said as well, so that means I have to get 10s.
Just confirming.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, we have 10 of these. Like I said, I'm standing with my feet kind of staggered. Weights are behind and up. 1. Good. 2, this is a controlled motion. We are not swinging the weights. They're going down slowly and coming up with the force of our muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10.
Ooh. Whew. I love that move. I
Yeah,
feel like it works the front of the shoulders, the chest.
absolutely.
Yeah, you kind of get a 2-for-1 in that one.
Yes, exactly. And we're focusing on chest and shoulders today, so look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that.
I feel like you feel it, if you're especially paying attention to the fact that your arms come a little bit past this right
Yeah.
here. Don't stop here. Get
Yep.
that full extension
Yep.
up back there.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, we get to do that 2 more times. Go ahead and take your stance. Your palms are facing forward, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, squeezing those chest muscles. 4, 5, 6, your core is engaged as well. 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10.
Feeling that.
Feeling it for sure. Let's make sure to maximize our rest time here as we wait. We want to rest about 30 to 45 seconds in between moves and let our breathing come back to normal, let our muscles recover, because part of strength training and building muscle is that recovery with it. So not only the recovery in the workout, but then through the week added with our strength training. So let's go ahead and pick those weights up. And last set of these, let's go. 1,
Yes, Kelly. In fact,
2.
Strength training is very important in the Faster Way. In fact, in our Faster Way's priority pyramid, it's number 3 of importance. And there's a lot of reasons for that, many of which include bone density, structural integrity, in fact, the key to longevity.
Absolutely. We only have 2 more to go. Thanks, Haven, for talking us through that.
No worries.
Last one and up. I don't know. I think that went faster.
It
She was educating us. And I want to say something about strength training. Sometimes, some of us, have this idea if we start lifting weights, we're going to get big and bulky and have all these muscles. That takes a lot of work. So strength training can help you get to that, but typically that's not what happens. What happens is, like Haven says, you increase your bone density, you help to protect your joints, your ligaments, your structural integrity, you feel better, you feel like you look better. All of these positive things have nothing to do with the amount of muscle people can see on your body. So don't be afraid. Do not be afraid of strength training. It is what you need and what you want, even if you don't know it. Okay, this next move, kind of hyping myself up for. We only have 3 reps of it, but the move itself is 6 things. So it's called 6 ways. I'm gonna take my weights by my side, come out, I'm gonna go to the front, I'm gonna go up, back down, out, and down. Now don't worry, if you get confused, just follow along. Don't try to think about it. Don't overthink it. Just follow us. Leanne.
And this doesn't take much weight at all.
Yes.
So I've just got one of our strength bands, and you could use the handles or not. But I'm going to take a step back as well, protect my lower back, and I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be going out, in, up. This is the hard part. Back to the middle, side, and down.
Perfect. And again, that's 1 rep. Haven,
I'm
you
doing
look different.
seated.
Okay.
Seated.
Seated. Okay, I'm grabbing my 8-pound dumbbells. Haven, what do you have?
I have 8s as well.
8, and then Leanne has one of the bands. Again, you do not need heavy weights for this. We have 3 reps. Weights are by your side, and let's go. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 1. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 2. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 3.
Ooh.
There we go. We got through that.
Yeah, we did.
Yes. Right? Okay. This is one of those moves where the first round almost seems like a practice. You just want to make sure you know what you're doing. And then with the second and third set, you are a seasoned pro.
I think it's important too on the hardest part, which is the up, is to make sure you're not leaning away from it. Really protect your lower back. Do that pelvic tilt. Keep your core nice and tight.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into our second set and let's go. Out, up, up, down, out, down. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 2. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 3.
Ooh, good one.
It is a good one. Another sneaky one.
Yeah.
It looks like we're just having fun doing cheerleading moves. We're working our muscles, strengthening our muscles with these workouts and eating all of our food and getting rest. All right, let's get into the third and final set. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 1. Out, front, up, front, out, down. That's 2. Last one. Out, front, up, front, out, and down.
Yeah, felt that.
Yes. Like I said, it was only 3 reps, but kind of a little tricky math going on there. All right. We've worked our legs. We've worked our chest. That was working our shoulders. We're gonna work our shoulders another time with a 1-arm press. I really love this move. I love unilateral moves where we get to focus on one side. So I'm gonna take my hand that's not holding a weight, kind of wrap it around my core really to make sure everything is nice and tight. And I'll take one weight in a neutral grip and I'm gonna press up with that weight. Leanne.
I'm gonna take a step back again for that modification, just protect my lower back. And I'm just gonna hold one handle, let the other one just lay on the ground till I move to the next arm, and then press over my head.
Perfect. Haven, what do you have back there?
I have a 20. What are you
20.
gonna use?
I have a 20 as well.
Perfect.
So I will use that. We have 8 on each side, alternating arms after we're done with 8. So go ahead and wrap one arm around, make sure that core is nice and engaged and tight. Neutral grip, and let's go. 1, 2, pressing with one arm. 3, our core is tight. 4, 5, 2 more, 7, last one, and 8.
Woo.
I'm gonna go right into the next one. Switch hands, wrap your arm around, and let's go. 1, 2, 3. Think of your shoulders being the same height. We're not leaning to one side. 5, 6, 7, last one, 8.
Woo. One side was a little harder than the other,
Yeah.
which is not uncommon,
Right.
by
Not
the way.
uncommon at all.
No.
At all. Your body is different, right?
Yeah.
One arm is stronger than the other arm, one leg is stronger than the other leg, and that's why these unilateral moves are so important to really focus on that side, and it gets your core involved too because you want to stay stable. What I was saying when I said shoulders the same height, I don't want to see you kind of going to one side to help that weight go up. Everything is stuck except for that arm that's pressing. All right, let's get into our second set and go. 1.
I have to tell you, Kelly,
2, yes.
one little well-known fact is that muscle in just its state of
6.
being
Yes.
is thermogenic.
Last
and
one.
I'm going to tell you what that means.
Yeah, let's
It's pretty
switch.
cool. What it means is that your muscle burns energy or needs energy to be maintained at rest.
Woo.
Woo. And so, I mean, how cool is that? Your body's
That's
working
awesome.
without you
7.
working.
Last one. 8. I mean, you just said, Haven just said your body's working without you working.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the goal.
Right.
Work hard, work smarter, not harder. Right? The more so you're telling me the more muscle I put on my body, the more my body is going to burn.
Yeah, energy. Yeah, because
Yep,
it needs
at rest.
energy to maintain.
Yep,
It's,
that's
it's
so awesome.
very energy dependent. So
Yep.
it needs protein as energy to
Absolutely.
be sustained. It needs sleep, needs all those things to build. And then just to, in its state of maintenance,
Yeah.
it is working for you.
I love it. Man, muscle's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. All right, speaking of muscle being cool, let's go last time with this and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. All right, switching arms, our final move of this workout, core nice and tight, and let's press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Whew. I'm gonna give my friends high fives.
Nice job.
For a great workout, great total
Great job,
body
great job.
workout. We've worked our legs, we've worked our chest, we've worked our shoulders. So now we're gonna cool down just like we started. So let's bring those knees up one at a time. Little high knee march. Your heart rate might be a little elevated from that last move. That is wonderful. Good. All right, let's bring that back to the back with some butt kicks. Just helping your heart rate to come down. At the end of a workout, strength or HIIT, we never want to just stop. We want to give our bodies time to cool down, help our breathing to regulate before we move on about our day. Good. All right, we're gonna stand. We're gonna take our arms to the side. We're going to twist, bring them back to the middle and open each time. So opening, you should feel stretch in your chest each time you move those arms. One more. Good. I want you to roll your shoulders back. Let's take a deep inhale together. We're gonna come inhale up and exhale down. Awesome job today. Thank you so much for showing up, pressing play, and working hard, working on your strength, increasing your strength, and having fun with us. We'll see you next time.
Hi, Fastaway community. Haven here, your Fastaway Pro trainer, bringing you your Back to Basics bonus tip. Have you ever wondered how this whole strength, sculpted physique, muscle growth thing happens? Or if the only way to get stronger is to keep buying heavier and heavier weights? Well, great news. If you're participating in our strength workouts on a weekly basis, you are on the right track to receiving those benefits I just listed. Even better news, you don't have to keep buying heavier weights. A recent study showed that doing the same exercise with one group increasing the weights and the other group changing variables such as volume, range of motion, tempo, etc., yielded the same muscle growth, also known as hypertrophy, results in both groups. Therefore, you don't necessarily have to go out and buy that 100-pound dumbbell. Here in Programming at the Faster Way, we apply a scientific method called progressive overload, where we leverage those variables in our weekly workouts. Each month, you'll notice we may change the tempo, the volume, the range of motion, or encourage you to lift heavier. The truth is that this method is proven to bring you the strength and sculpted physique you're after. Now, that being said, should you not go buy heavier weights? No, buy the heavier weights if you can, but you don't have to rely solely on going heavier to get those results. Here's the deal. As trainers, we would love to see you have a collection of 5 to 40-pound, maybe 50-pound dumbbells. You'll be amazed how quickly you get strong and probably surprised how much you can lift. You're in good hands here in the Faster Way. You can rest in the fact that you're following a program that implements the proven methods to help you create that lean tissue, increase your longevity, and give you the physique you're after.